Battlefield of Eternity! We are in the winner bracket, everybody, and this is one of the round of 8 matches. The best of 3 series here at our Heroes of the Storm tournament, the Rive Cup, with 2,000 euros on the line. So we got some pretty quick early picks because the lobby crashed after the, I think it was the double pick for Team SoundLess. And yeah, they had to restart the lobby, so that's why we're seeing those bans coming in pretty snappy. We got traditional bans anyways. I mean, Medivh is still open and so is Stukov, but right now the early pick into D.Va, and Team SoundLess responded with a double Overwatch since they said, you know what guys, if you pick one Overwatch hero, we are gonna pick 2 Overwatch heroes, because the more Overwatch heroes you have, the more you win, and the lose your counter on the other side immediately. There we go, but they screwed up, they picked Jimmy. They picked Jimmy, Arthas gets banned. Yeah, but Benny actually played that quite a bit too on this map, especially when they play Jimmy and then use Ace in the hole to proc the continuous extra damage. So there's that. A little bit of a target ban, it's not really a meta ban. Arthas is not a hero that you see banned out against a lot of teams. And there's the Varian ban. It's a little bit opposite world too. I mean, Varian is a hero that Hardos played more so than anybody else, but now that Team SoundLess is going for that setup, kind of makes a little bit more sense. So there's that. But yeah, let's have a little bit of a look what exactly Hydra and his boys are now trying to get here. They already got their Ana, they got their Hanzo. What else? Are we going to see maybe even a Li Ming for a bit of a nano boost? Blaze and Diablo. Okay. Beefy frontline. Very, very beefy frontline for them. Let's go. Apparently it gave the blue team a moment of pause. So then I was like, what are we going to do now? Side laner still has to be decided. Maybe thinking about how they burn down Diablo here too. So Ice Cream plays a pretty mean Diablo on most maps. Garrosh, okay, for the flip. And Alarak. We've seen that a few times from Nick now on Battlefield of Eternity. Okay. Well. Last pick, let's go. Nenopi, you can do it, my friend. They're actually hesitant on the damage? Really? I would have expected them with Ana to lock in something like Li Ming. Sylvanas, fair. Not a problem either. But yeah, let's go. Battlefield of Eternity. Best of 3 series. Tournament continues. Which team drops into the losers bracket? Which team goes to the semifinals of the winner bracket? We're going to find out at least who takes the lead on the first map as we're heading into Battlefield of Eternity. Battlefield of Eternity, Hardos against Team SoundLess. Yeah, it's the SoundLess ones that you have to be wary of. On the left side, the Hardos with a bad Benny on Garrosh, Chris on D.Va. We got Hazuops on Jim Reyna, Yasu on Lucio, and Hans, aka Nick, is playing Alarak. Alright guys, let's go. Let's see what Alarak can pull off this time. We got Team SoundLess on the right side of the map with Hydra playing Blaze, Nenopi on Sylvanas. So Ice Cream is playing Diablo, Shamzik on Ana, and Farlander on Hanzo. I honestly wonder if that is where the name SoundLess comes from, that they just decided they're a bunch of old farts at some points, and since the SoundLess ones are the most deadly ones, they just decided to go for that name. Maybe it's a little bit of a double entendre here or something. But either way, now that we have them at the bot lane with the 4-man, we also got our level 1 pick for Jimmy, and that's always a bit of a question mark whenever we're talking about the Hardos. They played a lot with Ace in the hole on Battlefield of Eternity in recent weeks, but now we got the Exterminator again. Wanna turn that Immortal to dust as quickly as possible. Okay, so either way, top side, our 1 versus 1. We got also the body check on level 1 for Garrosh. And we get the Feast on Fear. Yeah, so Ice Cream, he can be a bit of a bully on Diablo. But then you go up against Garrosh, and he is also pretty annoying up at the front. So, well, let's see what they're gonna want to do now. I mean, bot lane, you want to go for the camp first of all. Nobody's rotating at the top. They're playing it really, really close to home, by the way. I mean, damn, son, they're really playing far back right now. Okay, so down at the bottom of the map, there's the hit. Starting to come straight in for Nenopi, but they can't get the kill here either. The camp they just gave it up, and normally you have at least a trade, top lane, bot lane, but they didn't send anybody to the top, and it's actually the red team, sorry, the blue team, that is now easily moving towards the top lane in an attempt to get camp number 2 and take a significant early game lead. I mean, nothing insane, but that's normally what you're having to fight for a little bit, and they didn't have to do anything here. So, there's that. Top side, Blaze can only watch and can't really do anything else. We're going for the ice cream here, but I am a bit surprised how passive Team SoundLess plays right now. That is a bit strange. And Hydra doesn't connect that at the top. They're playing it a bit slower than I expected them to. Usually this is a super aggressive team. But given the other quarterfinals, today seems to be a bit opposite day, so, well, maybe they are coming in with a bit of delayed aggression here. They're saving it for the mid game. Okay, so for now, level 4 on both sides. No big surprises here. By the way, new habits on Blaze, just pointing it out. He's working on the Unstoppable. It's of course a map where you're a bit slower on the globes, but still doesn't mean that you can't get them here. We got the Show of Force on level 4 for Alarak. I'm always kind of sad when oh, nice. Beautiful kill. Nice combo. Sylvanas goes down. Well played. First kill in the game. I'm always a little bit sad when I don't see the negatively charged on Alarak. Just simply because it's kind of fun to keep track of stacking talents like that and see if a player can go absolutely bananas on it. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Now, we've seen that played a few times, and ooh, at this point we're seeing maybe another kill, because, yep, that combo hits. And that's Hydra down. Well done. 2 of them eliminated, and that is already a significant lead, and especially with Jimmy, of course, chipping the Immortal down slowly. That's exactly what the team wants. Get the kills, get the objective, and Hazops, even though he gets, I mean, not really ganked, but at least attacked, is still staying alive, and that's a halftime show with pretty much zero damage done from Team SoundLess. I mean, literally 0. They haven't connected a single hit yet. That shield is still 100%. Here comes the play. 6.5. They're soon gonna get level 7. I am starting to worry a bit for Team SoundLess. Now, the Hardos, they are the favorite in the series. But that is a mean lead in the early game. That's a half level. If you get the objective right now, then you have level 7 and your opponent doesn't have the talent. So that is what we call a problem. And a big one at that. Hazu comes in. And takes it down. And they got the kill against Alarak at least. If they can get more, that would be nice. If they can get a few more kills, that would be great. But of course, the death timer is pretty low. And that's 100% shield still. So good for Team SoundLess that they at least get the kill. But level 7 talents plus Immortal usually equals a lot of hour. Maybe they have a chance now that Alarak still has to move towards the top. And they're starting to chase Diablo through the middle of the map first. And Jimmy isn't here yet. But that top lane is still going to suffer. Even if you can't take the 4 down, this is still going to hurt. Especially with the level 7. So, well, let's go. There's a bit of a play for the Ice Cream as he's starting to dive out to create some space for the teams and make it easier for them to do something here. But this is a 5-man at the top. Blaze is all alone at the bottom. They want that fort. They really want that thing. They're coming in, starting to get some easy shots in against the fort itself. Melee mode now for the Immortal. Diablo in the back. So Ice Cream might be in a little bit of trouble. Needs to be careful that it doesn't melt away under the pressure. But that fort is gone. The fort is gone, though. Still the level lead. And Diablo, yeah, he can't poke his head out too far because he's already a bit too low and he also doesn't have 100 soul stacks yet. So the Immortal is eventually taken apart. And Garrosh made it out, so Bad Benny didn't die either. Good setup for the Hardos now. Very solid opening into the game. They got the 2 early camps. They were able to get their first Immortal. Huge shield. Took the fort down. And of course, they're pretty much ahead in every single aspect of the game with a significant lead and experience that could easily translate into a level 10 ability on the next one. And since they have a push going at the top, that bottom camp attempt is a problem. That is a sneaky setup. They got the top camp and then they said, like, you know what? If nobody tries to contest us here, we're just going to open that wall up. We're going to open that wall up. We're going to take that gate. We're going to take that tower. What are they going to do about it? They have to Hearthstone back. They might even be a bit late on the camp at the bottom. There's a chance they can't even get it. and we're going to get some structural damage that allows us to later on push for the keep. Very, very good decision. Yeah, nicely done. Okay, so with that, we now have another quick setup here towards the bot lane, and now that level 10 is so close, there's nothing that Team SoundLess can do. I have no idea why they're engaging in this. They're hoping to fight before the 10 hits, but that's ballsy. And they might just lose Hydra, and that's the 10. Hydra down here, but Benny... Not like this. I mean, that's one way how to do it. So they got the kill eventually. First, it's Hydra that's in trouble, as he's about to die. But then all of a sudden, Bad Benny is inting hard and decides that he's gonna follow her ice cream. So the towers, they're like, I'm not quite sure what you're doing here, but you're dead, my friend. So they take him down. So Ice Cream is still able to get away. Level 10 abilities give a slight lead over to the Hardos for the objective. A kill against Diablo would of course be the dream, but I don't think they can make that work. We even got the deadly charge for Nick, and now they can go for the objective. But I have to say that they're a bit late for that one, because they could have gotten a halftime show already. Farlander moving in and saying like, oh shit, jumps out, but they still get the drop on this one. Okay, so 3 kills to 2. Well, 1 suicide, but yeah. And now we got the mind control, the Eye of Horus, and there's also the Apocalypse now. Yeah, Bad Benny, mind control, and he survives a bit longer than expected, but he dies anyways. So all of a sudden, Team SoundLess is coming back. Garrosh doesn't have a good time here. He came back into the fight and then he gets killed a moment later, but at least the halftime show has been won by the Hardos, so they're ahead on the Immortal. The problem is that now with SoundLess with 5 on the middle of the map, they might just be able to win the whole thing after all. So blue team is dancing around this a bit. Can they really go for it? That's the bigger question. Doesn't seem like it. And yeah, they take the defensive point now. Garrosh is back, good for them. But let's see. Can they finally lock this one in two? They had a massive lead, and a lot of that is now gone. Okay, here comes the attack. So Ice Cream gets immediately getting pushed into the bunker, and he is down. Bunker is out. They go for Hydra, and now the play straight up for the Immortal, and that it is another one. Immortal number 2 is taken. Easy one. Level 11.5 to level 11. Even talents, the push through the bot lane, so they're gonna get that. And let's see what they can do with this. The second fort falling would eliminate the outer ring of defense completely. The top one has already been destroyed earlier, as I mentioned. Now the damage output, we have Hanzo 20,000, 24k for Alarak. And Diva is still sitting topside, so they're hoping for a talent advantage with this push. already checked. But Benny had a look, he realized there might be a bit of a trap set up, and he sees it. The mind control into the APOC. Mind control into the Apocalypse, and that's a kill against Alarak. Alarak gets wrecked, and Hazu makes it out somehow. Not quite sure how he managed to pull that one off, but he gets out. The fort, of course, is gone, and the fountain will be destroyed too. But the level 13 talent is ready. The top lane has suffered a little bit more damage as well, and everybody is starting to still pressure the gates now. Blaze is the one moving topside, but the entire wall has not been opened up, as you can see here. So yeah, everything has been destroyed. Now the game, I mean, again, it's a little bit weird, because if you look at the minimap, obviously the Hardos are more or less in control of this. They have taken both of the forts down, they've done damage to the keep, but at least the kills are getting a little bit better from the perspective of Team SoundLess. It's 4 kills to 4. They're still a level behind, and with the structures gone, that's still a problem. But it doesn't. It's not like they have no chance in these team fights. It's a bit of a weird way of how they get some of these kills, but again, they lock them in. So if at some point they get 1 or 2 connected, and then they can maybe even get a bit of a lead here, that would be nice. It all hinges, I guess, on these arrows and those mind controls. Nice kill against Garrosh again. Garrosh gets melted at the front once more. Hyperion or no Hyperion, it doesn't matter. And that's the kill lead for Team SoundLess. And Bad Benny doesn't have a lot of fun here. He started the game off with a really good setup in the first kill that he, the kill opportunity that he opened up for the game, for the team. But right now, he's getting a bit murdered. He died 3 times. Alarak died twice. So yeah, now the camp gets stolen. Can they delay? Nah, if they could delay it maybe with Diva a bit, then they have a chance to bring Garrosh back into the fight, but it's already claimed, so they can't really. And the fight isn't necessarily over. There's the mind control again, but this time there's no follow-up. They got the mind control. They're still trying to make a play for Sir Ice Cream, and he's dead. Sir Ice Cream is down. Too much damage against him. Nano P also is in trouble, and Sylvanas might fall. Oh my god, they're so close to dropping her. And there it is. Alarak is the one to put in the final hit. And now Blaze died too. They could, I mean, you can go halftime show. Can you go keep? I don't really think so. Halftime show here is already going to be a big win. They could have stolen away the camp. Could have gone for the camp on top of that. But looking in the halftime show is already good too. Yasuo's moving away. And yeah, good position. That one was close on the second stun. But the Immortal hit doesn't connect. Okay, good for him. But yeah, they take the halftime show, but Benny's sitting at the side again. But the Immortal spawns on the left, so that should be another huge shield. They're trying to get some counter damage connected now, but again, it's going to be Immortal number 3 for the Hardos. They are going to take a keep here, very likely. The shield is at 80%, unless they're getting a kill. The problem, of course, or the next problem is that it's half a level until until 16. And there's one more minion wave coming in. Very likely they're going to get that talent. And a 16 push with an Immortal here, ooh, that will be difficult. That will be really difficult to hold. Especially since one of the towers is already down. The second one is nearly taken, so that Immortal is only going to start taking damage once that they're at the keep itself. If you get kills here, you can end. 13 minutes in, death timers, there's definitely a chance. If you get kills here, you can end the game and take the series. So they're going for Dibbles, and he doesn't have enough souls. Good arrow from Hanzo trying to stop them, but Diablo goes down, and their keep is, of course, gone. They zone them out a little bit further. They're starting to chase them. The combo connects, and they're booping Blaze back. That's the second kill. That has to be game. That has to be game. The Immortal is starting to switch into melee mode in just a second, but the shield on the core is dropping, and it's dropping quickly. Team SoundLess, they just don't have anything how they could possibly stop this. This is going to be the end of game number 1. The Hardos, they take the lead in this best of 3 series at the tournament. Nicely done and well played as the Hardos lock in a W on Battlefield of Eternity.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 2. The Hardos with a very solid performance against Team SoundLess on the first map. Yeah, the winner of this series goes up against 30k in the next round, and it's been a while since we've seen 30k play against a team of this caliber, so if the Hardos actually make it to the next round, would be interesting to see what they can pull off there. So for now, we got Medivh banned out, and we got the ban on Chromie. But pretty much in the quarterfinals up to this point, the teams that you would expect to make it to the next round have advanced. So the top 4 in Europe, as I kept saying over the last few matches, are definitely 30k, Chili Mountain, the Hardos, and the Donuts. And it seems like this is slowly shaping up to exactly those pairings in the semis. So this is going to be a really interesting tournament because it's been a while since we had the first and second Masters Clash qualifier. So we still have to see what those teams that qualified in those first 2 can bring to the table now. And if the Hardos maybe can now take some of these games. I mean, keep in mind, they got wrecked by the Donuts twice, and they're probably not going to be too happy about that. Well, we got a Sonya first pick here. We got Anna also from Yasu, and we have an early pick from Hazo Ops into Rexa, so that they can control the bot lane again. And yeah, Varian plus Gul'dan get both locked in. Varian could be followed up by a Sonya Leap. Again, Sonya is these days always played either with Leap or the Wrath of the Berserker. Both of those talents are still totally fine, but it depends a bit on what the team has in mind, what they're kind of trying to pull off. And if you taunt with Varian, then of course the Leap hit is guaranteed if you don't mess it up massively. Stukov gets banned. you got Varian on the other hand. Of course you're gonna ban Stukov. What else are you gonna ban? If they wanted Stukov, I would have assumed they would lock it in right away. There's the Arthur's ban again. Yeah, they don't want to go up against him, and Bad Benny has thrown him a couple of times. But yeah, let's see what we're getting for the team in blue. Of course, the Hardos want to make this a quickie today. a quick 2-0 would be just the dream, sending Team SoundLess down into the losers bracket. And yeah, let's go. Hello, team. There we go. Jaina! Blondie is making a comeback. Okay. Haven't seen her in a while. The nano boosted Jaina. Look at you, girl. Looking good. Where have you been? So, we get a Jaina again. Which is kind of cool. I mean, she hasn't been played for like ages. So now we still get the nano boost on her. We get the stuns. She can always follow that up. And has a triple front line to protect her too. Right wing and Tychus. Okay, so taunt into a polymorph as an option. And the last pick for Bad Benny. Are we going to see as a Nubarak or what they're going for? Jojo hasn't been picked either. That's also kind of interesting. I mean, the wave flare that she usually brings here is quite strong. Could also be good against Varian. So, yes or no? Jojo? Garrosh! Alright, second time in a row. Garrosh for the Hardos. Game number 2, everybody! Let's make it happen. Tomb of the Spider Queen is our second map in the Heroes of the Storm series at hand. We are still in the winner bracket of the Rive Cup. Let's get this game going. Tomb of the Spider Queen, our second map. The Hardos against Team SoundLess. And on the left side, Nick on Jaina. We got Bad Benny on Garrosh. As you can see now, Yasu on Ana, with obviously Hazorps on Rexa. Yeah, Chris is playing Leoric. We have on the right side of the map Team SoundLess with Hydra on Sonya, Farland on Gul'dan, Nenopi on Tychus. And we got the Ice Cream on Varian with Shamzik on Brightwing. Okay, let's go and let's see what they can actually do here with Jaina. I can't remember the last time that I've seen a Jaina in a European match between top teams. Honestly, can't remember it. But yeah, cool that we have her here again. And now, of course, she has to play around the damage a bit. Farlander immediately gets hit by the sleep dart. And then they come in and try and get the initial damage in. Austin's renewal on level 1 for our boy Leo. And Hydra also gets a little bit slowed here right away. Hydra, careful, buddy. He's overstaying his welcome a bit in that little skirmish that we had in the middle. That was nearly a kill. So I've got to be careful here. Need to win 2 in a row now if you want to make it to the semi-final of the winner bracket. Yeah. Nano P. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, no, not a double kill. Oh, they get both. Yep, that's that. That's 2 down immediately. That's how you start the game, everybody. Check this one out. First, they get Tychus as they drop Nano P, and then the full wrath of the blue team focuses onto Varian. But also, the towers focus on Jaina, so she dies too. It was a bit of a solidarity Sudoku that we just saw there. She came in and just felt bad for the opponent's team, so she's just like, alright guys, let's go for the honorable Subaru over here, and just like drop out. Either way, we got 2 kills to 1. Interestingly enough, a slight experience lead for Team SoundLess. But they got the better position now in gems. It's early in the game. It's not a huge lead that you have here. If they would have avoided the death of Nick, then maybe it's a different story. But as it stands, there's at least a control advantage that we get for the Hardos. So there's that. As we have it, we got a couple of stacks together for Gul'dan. He's obviously stacking with his level 1, trying to get it for the Ruinous Affliction. That's another problem. Yep, that's a big problem. Farlander is down. Honestly, these sleep darts that we're seeing from Yasuo with Hazu's follow-up are absolutely bonkers. Nick was there just in time to drop the damage, but yep, Yasuo is kind of crushing. He sets it up for the stun and then for the damage, and they're getting kill after kill. But now the level 4 for Varian is ready, and that helps a little bit. So now there's a chance that they can make a play with the taunt, and they got the bigger they are, so the idea is still to get the taunt in, chunk the target down, and then try to use Farlander to drop the target with Gul'dan. And they also should probably drop some gems in. 18 gems are already turned in, and both teams hold the same amount. It's not good for Team SoundLess. It's only the early game, but still, that's something that you would like to prevent. You gotta prevent kills in the mid lane now too. They got the camp, of course, so they have an advantage with the push, but Chris is moving in to help out here. And the problem is that we have with Tychus and Sonya, two of the heroes that hold 11 and 12 gems. So if one of them falls, we're gonna lose way too much. There's another flip, Farlander, and that's it. Oh, Misha! What a save! Misha showing some mercy over here. Yeah, I expected that hit to connect. I really thought, okay, that is it for Gul'dan. But nope, the old boy with the overbite is able to make it out. Turns it around and kills Misha. That's how you thank the bear for showing some mercy here. Are you serious? Nah. 3 kills to 1 and 39 gems delivered. They got the opportunity for the turn-in. And apparently they're thinking about potentially going for Hydra. Chris is going to bait a little bit so that Benny gets a better angle. Level 7 talents are ready. And here we go. The sleep dart. Where is Nick when you need him? Not here. That's the answer. All the work was done. Yasuo and Hazu with the combo. And then Jaina was nowhere to be found before the damage connect. Now they're trying to go for the ice cream again. And the sleep darts just keep connecting. Ooh, there it is. Varian is down. That's a turn-in. I mean, now they can rotate anybody down to the bottom and turn in. Yeah, but as it stands... Hazu could actually deliver. Hazu has more than they need. So yeah, he's zoning with Misha. But that is a Webweaver wave. Also, at the bottom, Hydra with 22 gems. If at any point they are able to get this one, this is going to be quite nice. But yeah, anyways, up at the top... I mean, the entire wall is opened up, guys. This is likely going to be a fort. They're doing so much work in the early game already. It's at least even talent, so that's good. But, oh boy. That might be a problem. Especially if they're getting another kill with that Ana, Rexa, Jaina combo that they've been using a couple of times. That would be pretty neat too. Now, top lane is only Rexa. Down here, you still see them poke around it a little bit. At the bottom of the map, it's the 1 versus 1. Nick eats an entire corruption set, so he's already in trouble. And, yep, gets thrown out by Bad Benny. Saving Jaina's ass. Yeah, just. But at the top, yeah, Bad Benny is already moving in, trying to open up an opportunity to take down Nenopi, who has 18 gems. He gets chased away. They want that fort. They definitely want it. And they're getting much closer here on it too. Okay, so for now, we got still the 1 level lead, 4 kills to 1. Top 4 is eliminated. Leo is alone at the bottom of the map and has opened this one up too. Could maybe even take now the fountain down. That would be nice. But Hydra is moving in with another 26 gems that he holds. It's all about how many of those you can keep so that you at least have the chance to bring it back by turning in and going for an objective yourself. What's the problem here? The problem is that level 10 is now very soon available for the Hardos. And that means they have control over the 2 turn-in points on the map. Once that hits, and they can delay another turn-in. And if you just look at their own gem count, they're about to have enough gems for another one too. So yeah, this is going to get dangerous again. Because if now 2 turn-ins come in with a push on the camp, then the Hardos can snowball this. And they're going to try to deliver the gems that they hold. They're already doing this thing here at the bot lane, I suppose. Leo is going for another camp. Bad Benny is sitting here at the side. Nobody's rotating in through the middle though. But they're trying to go for the defense here. As long as level 10 is there, SoundLess can't fight. Simple as that. Your opponent has level 10, you can't fight. Bad Benny is turning in 10, 17 for Nick. And Hazu at the top is delivering another 15. They're getting really dangerously close to getting a second turn-in. And with Chris delivering, that's it. And that's turn-in number 2 before Team SoundLess has turned in a single gem. Second Webweaver wave for the blue team before Team SoundLess has a single gem delivered. They hold so many gems. If they lose heroes now, it's a disaster for them. It's an absolute disaster. Now level 10 abilities is what we're waiting for to be picked. I guess it's Sleep again for Sonya. I would be very surprised at this point if it's something else. They go for Chris, and they can't get him. What? They can't get him. The Horrify gets used. They're trying to turn it on Bad Benny. Chris survives. Right Wing wants to kill, can't get it here. Webweavers are pushing all the lanes. Hydra, 36 gems, and he's down. Hydra dies with 36 gems. They can't recover them. Sir Ice Cream has 7. He dies. 17 on Shamsik. Boys, this is nearly lights out. This is nearly lights out. They just lost more than 50 gems and they're losing another 20. All of their gems, except for 9, are gone. All of them. All of them. 8 to 1 kills. All the forts are destroyed. The Hardos, there's a reason they pick this map normally as map number 2. There's a reason for it, and you're witnessing it right now. Some teams have started to ban to the Spider Queen against them, and you can see why. They are crushing, absolutely crushing. Through that bot lane now, the wall opened up, and SoundLess, they have lost their opportunity to turn in. They can't turn in any longer. There's the big Entomb. Hydra wants to go for Nick. And he dies first. It's a double. It's a triple, baby. They go for the triple kill. And now they can go for keep. They dropped the big Entomb on them. Sonya was trying to just leap in and get some counter damage. She couldn't get that either. And here we have it. A 2-level advantage. A 10-kill lead. We are only 9 minutes into the game. And they just lost their first keep. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Damage output, Jaina on 29,000. Tychus is sitting at 25, but without gems. Yeah, no gems, no competition. So this is tricky. Hazu's turning in right now. They have another turn in. They have another turn in. Oh, he's even thinking about getting the boss here. So yeah, another turn in is there. And now the push in the middle again. Oh boy. Another keep lost here is another huge problem. Oh, the double kill. These plays right now. I mean, damn. They take Varian down to check this one out. The big combo. Misha, Garrosh, all of them moving in. The big damage from Jaina. 14 kills to 1. They're locking in level 16 any moment now. And there is just no doubt that at least another keep is going to fall here, is it now? Yeah, they come in with the damage. At least level 13 is now ready for Team SoundLess, but there's still a talent behind because the level 16 has just been picked up by the Hardos. They are absolutely crushing this one. They are murdering this. There's already the core getting attacked. Well, maybe they get Bad Benny now. Maybe a chance to make some kind of play here. Bad Benny. Haha, he survives. Spoiler alert, the keeps won't. Top keep is about to fall. The one in the middle is about to get destroyed too. And they're still fighting this one out. Even if they get wiped now, who cares? Finally a kill. Jaina down, Sonya dead, Varian dead, Brightwing dead. And that is it. They go for the final keep. Now they can go for core. What a performance again by the Hardos. Nice. They take the core, they take the game, they win the Heroes of the Storm tournament and advance to... well, they don't win the tournament, sorry. They win the series in the tournament and advance to the next round of the tournament. They move on to the winner bracket semi-final with a 2-0 victory over Team SoundLess as they lock in the win on the Tomb of the Spider Queen. Dominant performance, nicely done and well played. Their next opponent is 30k.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.